that as the bread is sweet, so may the experience as during the year to come be only the most pleasant. A feast observed in the home by an interesting institution is the Feast of Tabernacles, celebrated, as has been stated in one of the preceding chapters, in commemoration of the fact that the Israelites dwelt in booths while wandering through the wilderness, because Leviticus 23:43 commands, "In booths shall ye dwell." Booths are erected for this festival in either the yard or on the roofs of Jewish homes. The booth has 3 sides of wood, while the 4th side or entrance is covered by a curtain. The roof consists of leaves and branches, closely put together so that the sun may not annoy the family dining and sitting in the booth during the entire week of the festival. Everything which does not grow on the earth is unfit as material for the roof. The sides are usually hung with beautiful draperies, while the roof is hung with different kinds of fruit. The draperies are often old curtains of the ark of the synagogue. The work of construction begins immediately after the Day of Atonement. The height of the booth dare not exceed 20 cubits, the measurement fixed by rabbinical law. Nor is a booth allowed to be narrower than the given size of 4 cubits, although it is a duty to spend one's time in the booth during this holiday, some people going even so far as to sleep in it. The sick are exempt from this obligation. In case of rain, people need not remain in the booth, although the Kiddush, sanctification, and Motzi, breaking of the bread on the first night, must take place in it, despite inclement weather. Chanuk, the feast of dedication, observed in memory of the victories of Judas Maccabeus over the Syrians, is celebrated in the home, as in the synagogue, by the kindling of wax tapers or oil lamps by all male members of the family. In many instances, even women and girls perform this religious duty. The candelabra used for this purpose are not always of costly character. They are improvised at times out of wood or even eggshells, because made a feast for children owing to the youth of the hero of the Chanukah story. Parents are in the habit of delighting the hearts of the little ones with presents of all kinds, as Christians are wont to do on Christmas. A favorite sport on this feast among Jews during the Middle Ages, mentioned by Israel Abrahams, was the propounding of arithmetical puzzles. Card playing on this feast, not only permitted but actually endorsed by Jewish tradition as a means of amusement. A well-known game of chance that is played with the trendle, a top made either of wood or metal. You know, that 4-sided Neskadol Heya Shem or Neskadol Heya Pei. Made of wood or metal. According to this, well, some make it of clay. According to some, the word trendle is a Judaized term from the German Drachen, in turn, and, according to others, from trendel, to hesitate. Trendle, according to the latter derivation, would be the object hesitating to decide upon what side to fall. The body of the top is a cube, on each of the lateral sides of which is found a Hebrew letter. The 4 Hebrew letters are Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin. The initials of the words constituting the sentence Nes Gadul Hia Shem, or Pei if they're in Israel, or the Holy Land, or whatever. A great miracle happened there, or a great miracle happened here, and this is a lamp for Chanukah. what does it say? Laharliyah Kur Shul Tumum. In playing with the trindle, each of the different persons engaged in the game puts a coin or nut into a common pot. The trindle is spun, and the letter which comes to view as the trindle falls indicates the gain or loss of the players. The letters are used as initials of the German words. Nun stands for N, are nicht, and indicates that the player takes nothing out of the pot. The Gimel stands for G of Gans and indicates that the whole pot belongs to the player. Hey stands for H of Halb and indicates that the player gets half the pot. Sheen stands for Sit of Stellen and indicates that the player must put a fixed fine into the pot. This game is not Jewish in origin, nor do all Jews play it. It is confined only to German-speaking Jews. Stuart Cullen of the University of Pennsylvania has treated it among other games played by different nations. Purim is celebrated in the home by the interchange of presents between different family members known as Shloach Manah, the sending of gifts, from Esther 9:22. The poor especially are remembered with a goodly portion on this occasion. On the eve of the festival, the table in many a home is set with sweets for visitors, more especially maskers, who in every community go from home to home in large numbers and make carnival on this day. On Purim, too, Jews freely indulge in card playing. These are, in the main, the institutions practiced in the Jewish home worthy of note. Well, the most common, in other words. The following chapters will lead into a description of certain general religious customs and rites in vogue among the Jews without special reference to any particular plan for their observance. And one of the things about all that is that you see that Hanukkah and Purim are really the most Jewish of Jewish festivals because, the story is more Jewish than the other ones. I mean, okay, how do I put that? Because that people say Jewish too much, so that kind of is going to sound off. But you know what I mean. It's other festivals can be said to be more Judaized, and the myth is less specific to the Jewish people of the other holidays.